G'day everyone, Adam here going overland. We've got Hayley, we've got Joe and Larissa back at camp. They're a bit unwell today. And today we're at Manning Gorge. This week's our part 2 of our Gibb River Road episode. So join us along as we travel in our old patrol and camper trailer around Australia. We've got some time off work, some time off school, having the time of our lives. Yeah, so we've got this gorge to cross. And then we've got a big walk to the falls. All right, let's get this week started.
Oh, it's cold.
I'm just sitting here.
You like cold water? All right, let's go.
It's clear to see from up here. The world seems small. We can sit together. It's so beautiful, you and me. We're meant to be the great outdoors. Forever.
It's a freshie. Oh, man, that gave me a big fright. I want to show you the size of these corrugations. They're probably about 6 inches tall and about a foot apart.
Sometimes you need to go. Take a step back to see the truth around you.
And cheers for following our adventure with us, because this has been epic for us to do a trip like this.
So welcome back to another episode. This week is part 2 of the Gibb. Now we've had to make some tough calls on what we're going to do and what we're going to see. And look, initially we were going to go up to Mitchell Falls and see that. We allowed 4 days. The Gibb has just been smashing us. It's hard, it's doable, but it's hard. And we've got to think about the big trip. Everything else we want to see after the Gibb. We've still got so much we want to see and do. It's definitely a risk going up there. One thing go wrong and you could be a week behind, 2 weeks behind schedule. You could be stranded for a long time, could cost a lot of money. It's one gorge we're going to go up and see. So look, hats off to any of you guys who've been up there.
Yeah.
Let us know if we're being chickens or should we have done it.
Oh, look, we've heard different, I think the hardest thing is you hear different reports from different people. And I guess everyone's having their own experience on the Gibb Road. So
yeah, we've seen a troopy that's rolled on the back of a tow truck coming out. 100 series was waiting up there for 5 days for a tow truck where the front end collapsed.
Yeah.
We've seen numerous other cars with damage.
Yeah.
So look,
we've only had one puncture.
Yeah,
which isn't too bad, but I don't know.
Yeah, we got to think about the big picture. So we are not even halfway along our Gibb track. We are down here, down at River Gorge, and we've still got to get. We got another 300 k's of dirt before the bitumen. Possibly more than that, I think. Yeah. 350. So it'll add about 450 k's going up to Mitchell Falls and back.
I don't know if maybe we take a photo of the map and put it in.
So look, we were going to miss the gorge where we were out just now, which was fantastic. There was no one there. And we've also missed Manning Gorge to get up there.
Yeah.
So the plan is now we're going to go back and spend 2 nights at Manning Gorge and check that out.
Yeah, and apparently there's a swimming hole right near the camp as well. And and you talk to other people and they tell you cool things to see and do as well. So Manning Gorge, and I think we can do washing there.
2 easy nights there, and then we're going to keep rolling along the Gibb River Road. But
the Gibb River Road is definitely a road you want to do, but you want to be really prepared for. And
yeah,
I mean, I'm loving all the gorges. But yeah, let's go to Manning Gorge.
Maybe later in the season when the graders had finished the road, but they've only done a few little sections. It would have been nice. So anyway, we're going to get up Manning Gorge and check it out. Thanks, guys.
just left Mount Barnett Roadhouse and we're heading down to Manning Gorge.
Yep. We're
going to stay there for 2 nights, but this road's a dream compared to the Gibb River road.
Yeah, they drive
it's a little bit, a few corrugations, but oh my gosh, it's just...
Yeah, the Gibbs, I mean, when we left home, the Gibb River was actually closed because of flooding and stuff, and damage from storms.
And now it's like...
So it's only been open a couple of months and we've got a lot of work to fix it all up. Our tyre pressure is sitting around the 24 psi in the front, 28 in the back and 32 in the trailer. We're smoothing it out quite well. I'm not too worried about the bumps, it's more the rocks and you know, and things are getting shaken apart a little bit. So we just had a nice swim down there at the river. Really nice. We'll show you tomorrow on the walk. Bit of relaxing. We got a camp down here at Barnett River Roadhouse. It is a big property. There's plenty of camping.
Manning Gorge, isn't it? That's what
Manning Gorge, yeah. You pay at the Roadhouse, you do.
Something's going on with Joe.
It's a couple-hour walk it is. So that's why we've got 2 nights here. We're going to hit that walk early tomorrow morning.
And
so don't rush it. It's a beautiful spot. And it's amazing how dry the country is, but then you've got all these gorges along the Gibb River Road. So definitely give yourself plenty of time to do the Gibb.
Yeah.
If you don't have the time and you're just rushing it, just stick to the highway to the south. The Gibb River Road's about stopping at these gorges and swimming
and getting out of the car away from those corrugations for a break.
Yeah.
Also,
yes.
Something's happened to Joe.
Yeah, where is he?
I've been eaten by a banana.
This is a good campsite. We've
Ellie, shake
managed...
me back and
Yeah,
forth.
we got a private one to ourselves.
Ellie, push me
They
back.
got water. They got drinking water here, and they got creek water. So we're doing some washing with the creek water.
Don't knock it over. Nope, not touching here. You right with the barrel? Do you want me to take it? Do you want me to take it?
So Hayley and I have crossed the gorge.
Just having a daddy-daughter day.
Daddy-daughter day, yeah. Like I said earlier, Joe and Larissa, well mainly Joe, who's a bit unwell. So they've stayed back at camp. And me and Hayley are doing the gorge walk. It's about an hour each way, maybe a little bit more.
Another hour.
But the best thing about it, the first thing you got to do is cross the creek or the water hole with the barrels.
It's pretty warm. We did it. We made it.
Oh, some waterfall.
Like a bird on a tree, I'm just sitting here. I got time, it's clear to see. From up here, the world seems small. We can sit together. It's so beautiful, you and me. We're meant to be in the great outdoors, forever free. Sometimes you need to go and take a step back to see the truth around you. From a distance you can tell. You and me, meant to be in the great outdoors, forever free.
Well, that's Manning Gorge done. Hayley was the first one in the water today, first one to swim under the falls, so very proud of her. Getting up early and conquering that. Such a good experience to do this with kids.
This is amazing.
Great walk. It's not It's difficult, but it's not possible.
So perfect timing as always. We're at Mount Barnett Road house, and I've come back with.
Don't drop the grease cap.
Yeah. So I've come back with some hot chips and a nice hot coffee. Unbeknownst to me, Adam's working on the car, so he's just decided to create a few extra challenges by dropping the bearing cap in the dirt.
Mum, this one
Good.
it's like
Just one wheel bearing just a little bit loose, so I'm just going to nip that up.
Yeah, see how we go?
We continue on the Gibb.
Like you get these moments where you're like, oh, this road's not too bad, okay, and then you get a section like this and you're like, this is just crap. What are we doing to the car?
What are we doing to the car? What are we doing with our lives?
Oh, this is where they should invest some money.
Take it real soon. You know we got what you need, baby. So take it, move along. I said we got what you need, honey. Come and groove along. Come on. Rolling on the highway, you know. Wow. Come on, and move along. Come on, said babe. I said babe. Oh honey, come and move along. You gotta feel it, yeah. You gotta move along. You gotta feel it.
So much toing and froing and deciding not to and definitely go to, but we're on our way to Mitchell Falls now. Well, at least we're going up to Drysdale, so I think we'll make our final decision when we get there. We've got enough food, we've got enough fuel, we've got enough water. Yeah, we'll just see what the road's like, hey.
Not a very long day. We left camp late, we stocked up. We armed and ahed whether we'd come up to Mitchell Falls or not. We've made a decision we will. So we weren't sort of in a rush today, but we're right here now at the actual Gibb River, the bottom of the track up towards Kununurra. I reckon up there it's pretty smooth, so fingers crossed. So we gave the car a good look over. Found 2 loose bull bar bolts, the loose battery bolt, power steering still leaking. Hooray. Loose spotlight. Fridge slide was a little bit loose as well, tighten that up. We did that wheel bearing earlier today, and now we're just kicking back. Kids are having had a swim earlier.
Yeah, a little rope swing down there.
Yeah, a little rope swing, sorry. Joe and Larissa are up in the big hole. There's a big hole on the other side of the road. They're up there having a fish. And we've got this really nice quiet campsite tonight.
Me and Dad just chilling.
Chilling out because as good as the other place was, I can't remember the name of it. Burnett River. Roadhouse. Yeah. As good as that was, it was a lot of people.
Packed.
A lot of people. So here it's a quiet spot. And then from here, we're going to be shoot up to Mitchell Falls. Hopefully we'll get there about lunchtime, get a good campsite.
Spend the day with our friends.
And then we're going to go do the walk tomorrow. Oh, not tomorrow, the following day, sorry. As you can see, I'm worn out. Those roads, they take a lot of concentration. Maybe, I don't know whether I'm overthinking it, but I'm trying to avoid the big rocks.
No, you're not overthinking
What? She just does not stop, does she? No, no, no. She loves it. All right, we're going to chill out. We're going to have some pizza tonight on the camp oven.
Hopefully.
And chill out tonight. Get a good night's sleep before we head up to Mitchell Falls.
Woo!
Good morning. We are heading up Columbaroo Road. Had a beautiful campsite last night along Gibb River, I think it was. Yeah, and it's amazing. The road so far, it's been a dream. It's actually been better than the Gibb.
Yeah.
So far.
Sitting on 80 k's an hour, it's just a bit dusty, but yeah, great road.
Yeah.
Normally this is the worst part of the Gibb up here, so maybe it was that bad they had to send the grader up here first. Yeah, if it's like this, we were worried about nothing.
Okay, so we've been on Columbaroo Road this morning and we've just had a quick stop before King Edward River. There was like a little track. Joe wasn't feeling 100%. And Adam's done a quick check in the car and noticed that the bolt on the second fuel tank is starting to wiggle itself loose.
Yeah.
So
I always have an issue on this one. I don't know what it is.
yeah,
I
right.
think it's just the two surfaces don't marry up flush. So. All right, we made it to King Edward Falls. Mitchell Falls is another 80 k's down the road. Middle of the day, it's probably about 33 degrees, middle of winter. So we're gonna jump in and have a swim. I'm gonna grab the GoPro 5. We're gonna go have some fun. Let's go. It's a freshie. Oh my gosh. Right there. Oh my. Man, that gave me a big fright. Woo, come on Hayley, let's go. Fresh water cross. Jeez.
Yeah.
So Joe, what just happened?
We just saw a croc and we were like swimming towards him. I can see a belly button. And Dad was like, oh!
We were having an awesome swim up and under the waterfall.
Yeah.
And then there's a cave there, water trickling down through it. And I swam into the cave and I said, Hayley, come with me, have a look.
We've all
And we
followed
get into
you,
the
yeah.
cave and we've cornered this freshwater croc in there. He's only small, but it freaked me out just having him cornered there. And I know that's when they attack. And
And Dad all of a sudden yelled, oh!
And Joe and I completely pooped ourselves.
they
like, "Whoa!"
swam like it was an Olympic race. Left Dad and Hayley sitting there. Oh, what an experience. That was the one way to get out of the water super fast.
That's one way to get, yeah.
All right, we're going to get back in the car and keep going down the road, get to Mitchell Falls this afternoon, set up camp, have a good sleep tonight and big walk tomorrow.
I nearly
Definitely worth seeing this waterfall. This
Yeah.
place. This is such a good little spot. We got it to ourselves. I don't know how we nailed that.
Yeah, Mitchell Falls might be busy. At least, you know, we've had a ball here.
I nearly fainted in the water.
So just driving up the track and found this iconic piece of machinery. Have a look at this. GQ Patrol 4.2, non-turbo. I don't know what's happened to it. It's been here for a little while. So we'll just give it a moment of silence before we move on. The corrugations are huge. Look at this wheel sitting on top of one, then it's got the depression, then another one. So for you to skip over that, you got to be going pretty fast. So we've just got our tyres down. That's all we can do. The average speed's about 30 kilometres an hour, I reckon. And everyone's the same. Everyone we're talking to, they're doing about the same. A lot of people got their tyres a lot higher and they're feeling it a lot worse.
My God, I'm not even driving, and today's been exhausting.
Yeah, it's a slow drive.
It's interesting because the corrugations are one thing, but then you got washouts and everything on top of it, and it's taking every bit of concentration, and I don't know.
This rock's single, it's just narrow enough for two cars side by side, but you've got to go slow. You can't pick up any speed because it's lots of corners. And then, yeah, we're sitting on about 16 psi in the front, 20 in the back. And it's just like, you cannot pick up speed, and the corrugations are so... Alright, so we've made it to Little Merton Falls. We have made it up here to the Mitchell Falls campsite. The road in yesterday was a mixture. It's a 3.5 kilometre walk each way to Mitchell Falls.
Yeah, Little Merton Falls only took us about 20 minutes to walk down to it. It's not far.
So we're going to, we'll get over to Mitchell Falls as soon as we can and then get back for a swim.
Yeah, it's already 8:30, yeah.
Let's go.
I feel a bit better with that.
So we've made it at Mitchell Falls. Stunning.
It is
Beautiful.
pretty nice,
It is.
yeah.
We're going to go for a swim. It's hot.
Yeah, no.
So, yeah, not a lot of people get up here. It's pretty remote, rugged part of the country. Would I recommend on a big lap of Australia? No, I don't know. You'll have to make that call yourself. It is hard to get up here.
And we went to and fro with, are we coming, are we not?
So, I don't know if I'd recommend it. Look, you do your research. It's hard. If your gear's up for it, yeah, go for it. If you're not, a really solid setup, mate, I don't know if you'd really miss it on a big lap of Australia. There's so many other things to see.
Yeah.
Am I glad we did it? Yeah, I am glad we did it. It's something that is up our sleeve that we like. There's not a lot of people. It's natural, it's beautiful. Yeah, I'm glad we did it.
Yeah, and there's lots of things to see on the walk, on the way as well. So.
Anyway, we're going to go for a swim, check out the falls a bit more. And yeah, no drone flying here, so you'll probably notice a lot of the national parks are not flying the drone. You're not allowed to. All right, let's go have some fun.
Yeah.
What do you reckon about that, guys?
Awesome. Is this the end of the book?
Yep. This is the end of the walk for us. This is absolutely spectacular. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 waterfalls all in one.
8.
This is Mitchell Falls. From the other side it looks nice. From this side it is great. It is, oh my god. It is definitely worth the walk coming over to Mitchell Falls. So that's Mitchell Falls done. It was really nice.
It was.
I gotta admit, it's hard getting up here, but I think it's worth it.
Yeah.
Especially if you love that just natural beauty of things and places.
Yep.
Not a lot of people up here, which is even better. Yeah, just rough road getting in. That's all it is. So yeah, we're heading south now.
Yeah.
Oh well, east then south, and then we'll join back up with the Gibb Rd. And,
Hopefully stopping at Drysdale on the way down.
yeah, we're going to fuel up at Drysdale. So we've got enough fuel to get all the way to Pentecost, and we've got the aircon fixed there. So
yeah.
we've just got a few hours of bumping down the road, and then yeah, back on the Gibb. So we're just heading out from Mitchell Falls, and there's a lot of Aboriginal artwork and sacred sites. So we just pulled in and have a quick look at some of them.
There's really not a lot of signage with where things are in here or where not to go. You can see where the grass is pressed down, and you try to
just follow the trails.
Follow the trails, and not touch anything.
Just have a good look at everything.
No.
Oh wow!
Oh, I see a possum. Yeah, I was just looking at it. And then he must be doing what, dancing.
Yeah.
That's another turtle.
Don't tell. Oh, that's amazing.
Oh yeah.
You see the faces in the rock?
These ones.
Hey, look up there. Remember what were they?
They were
The hands?
clawed hands.
Clawed hands? Wow.
So we're driving east. We're still driving east now. We left the Gibb River Road camp this morning, and it's funny because Adam was under the car all afternoon yesterday. Joe was helping and just checking everything and fixed up the exhaust mount or wired that all up and everything. We've taken off. We're only about 5 minutes away back down at the intersection, and there's this annoying noise, and we had to pull over and we quickly looked, and it's actually the bash plate mount. Is that right, Adam?
Yeah, the bash plate, yeah, for the fuel tank. It's
Yeah.
just one of the mounts has got a crack in it, so
No.
we'll just see if we can ratchet it up.
So it's wiggling around
That's
and
the
making
noise
a
there.
hell of a racket. Yeah.
My clean shirt didn't say clean for long. So, in case you're wondering why I always wear the same dirty clothes, it is pointless wearing clean clothes.
I wonder if it'll pick up the noise in the car.
So here we are back on the Gibb, and I want to show you something. I want to show you the size of these corrugations. Oh, that flat edge is too small, but these are massive corrugations. You cannot drive on these. They're just too big. I don't care if you're doing 100 kilometers an hour, you're not skipping over these. Have a look at them. They're probably about 6 inches tall and about a foot apart. So absolutely monsters. The Gibb is in such a terrible condition this year, and they reckon it's because of all the extra traffic. Unbelievable. We still got another 250 k's of dirt. Oh, it's going to be a long day.
Like, you just think you've got it understood. Okay, so I'll go this way, I'll go that way, and then it just throws more stuff at you.
I'm over it.
Yeah, it's funny because like we were talking the other night, and I said to Adam, "So do you reckon if we come back this way, we'll ever do the Gibb Road again? Like, is it on your list again to do again?" And he's like, "No, I don't feel the need to ever do it again. You've done it once, pick it off."
Like, I'm sure in other years it's in better condition, but it's just big rocks. They're just out there. Like already on this side, we've seen about a dozen tyre carcasses. There was one guy down there fixing a tyre, but exploded. It's just, you know, it just wrecks your gear.
Yeah.
And it's just exhausting. We can only do 50 k's an hour because we're zigzagging all these sharp rocks.
Yeah. Not gonna lie,
We've done 1,100 kilometres on dirt, and we've still got another 200 k's of dirt before we get to the bitumen. Yeah, it's a massive undertaking. Don't ever underestimate it. It's tough.
And we've done the whole thing. The whole thing. It's crazy.
Whatever ends. So we have made it. Still got a bit of dirt to go. But this is the Cockburn Ranges we've made it to. And I tell you what, after seeing nothing but corrugations, I'm so glad to be looking at something else. All right, so we've done it. We've made it to the Pentecost. What a mission it has been. It's been 12 days. We've got tomorrow here. The next day we'll be leaving, so 14 days on the Gibb. Wow, I don't know what to say about it. It has been beautiful, rugged, extremes, hot, cold water, hot days, cool nights.
Yeah.
We've had everything. We've had mechanical issues, we've had exhaustion. We've had Mitchell Falls was like a huge walk and well worth it.
It's been a real challenge, but we faced it together.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, I think it's brought us together a little bit more than, well.
It's certainly pushed our comfort zones. So it's been really remote too. We've had 2 little places where you get a little bit of food. Water's been surprisingly easy to find in the national parks.
Yeah.
So that's been good. Mechanical repairs on the Gibb, not a lot. So make sure you got some tools and some spare parts.
Yeah.
And what an experience. I think this is something we will not forget.
Yeah.
The Gibb and how it's tested us and how tough it actually was.
And some of the little things that have broken or gone wrong have surprised you, but they've just been shaken apart or...
Yeah.
I just cannot believe, I don't know if you filmed that earlier today, the little bolt on the trailer thing, and just, it's crazy what these corrugations can do.
Yeah. So maybe on a new car you don't have as many issues, but on a 30-year-old patrol we had a few things. Nothing that stopped us, but definitely something that's, you know, had a few warning lights, you know, with the fuel tank, the dash plate and things like that. Look, that'll be the end of this week. Tomorrow we'll probably won't be filming. I'm gonna have tomorrow off. I need a recovery day.
Yeah.
And then when we leave here, we'll probably put that on next week. We're gonna get up at 4 o'clock in the morning. It'll be pitch black. We're gonna get the aircon sorted. Fingers crossed. It just needs regassing.
How cruel is that? The aircon guy booking us in for 6 a.m.
Yeah.
on a Tuesday morning.
6 a.m. So yeah, we'll get up there super early. Thanks for watching, guys.
Yeah.
If you want anything specific, just let us know in the details. Look, we have not had phone reception for like 2.5 weeks. I've been without it properly for 3.5 weeks on my phone. Look, leave us a comment and I swear I'll get back to every comment, all right?
Yeah, we should be coming into service.
Yeah.
But he's still working on the videos and getting them all edited when we're sitting still. So he's still...
Yeah, I'm just looking for a campsite where I've got service at night. I can go through all the comments and I will get back to you. So thanks for watching the video, guys. Hope it helps you out, and if you're planning a trip on the Gibb, hope we've got some insight for you. Yeah. Give us a thumbs up. It
Ask
really,
us any questions too
really
if you have
helps
any
us
questions
out.
about the Gibb.
At this camp,
Would we do it again? Maybe we would need quite an amount of time before we consider doing it again, but I think we're very happy that we have done it.
And
as well,
finally,
so.
this camp has service.
No, this one doesn't.
No, up in the hill. Up
The
in the hill.
lookout somewhere.
Larissa had
out
service
there.
in 5 minutes, but we had to get to camp because that sun is setting. All right, thanks, guys. See you next week. Oh, Mikey. Cheers.
Cheers, honey. Made it. Proud of you for driving all that way. And cheers for following our adventure with us, because this has been epic for us to do a trip like this, and and every other family that we've spoken to on the road, everyone's doing it their own way and stuff, but thank you for following our adventure, and thank you, Adam, for doing the videos for us and doing everything that he has done over the last couple of years to get us ready for it.
So, Dad, I have a question for you. What's been your favorite?
No more
part of-
questions.
What's been your favorite
No
part
more
of the
questions.
trip?
Question time is over.